100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slip on the team that told me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is
All right, Coach. We are pleased as always to be bringing you. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now a look at the defensive starters here for the Steelers. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. On first down, Aldridge. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Aldridge going right side here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Aldridge. From the gun, he'll throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd down, Messina. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Davis now.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
We got this.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agent.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, and he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Aldridge on 1st down. That's taken in by Hansen, complete. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now back to throw. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. And the Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Davis. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll run on first down. Messina fighting through, and he's got space. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He's got Thompson here, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Aldridge to throw. Operating from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now Aldridge to throw on 3rd down. Got his man, that's Harry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The Browns on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Aldridge. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now this throw caught left side and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Aldridge now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal. Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break. Hold on. Chestnuts? You like that one? What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts? I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Davis, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, Messina. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 41, Davis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's the Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. He's got it complete to Thompson. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back to throw. Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run on first down. Messina, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw on 2nd and 6, Davis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Davis. And that is incomplete. And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field. Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On first down, Messina. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
But there's almost no doubt about the play call there on 3rd down and long. You figure they're going to throw the football. I've got to give a little credit to the offense for taking a little bit of a chance there, running the draw, hoping to catch them off guard, but the defense was ready.
A 7-yard return following a punt for 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Aldridge operating from the gun. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Aldridge throwing on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Open man is Hansen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Aldridge to throw on 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll run on 1st down. Messina. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Davis. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Davis now. Going to throw again. And this is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Davis. And this one's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Davis. From the gun, he'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there playing keep away. 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Aldridge to throw on 2nd down. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Aldridge. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 26 and a first down. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Aldridge. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Aldridge. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
And a loose football. He won't go. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Aldridge now off the play fake. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. High throw, but he makes the catch. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Aldridge, operating from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Hansen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Aldridge on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Aldridge's pass complete to number 17. Touchdown, Cleveland.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking to throw. Davis. And that is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Davis to throw again. He's going to float this. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, D. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they try the right side here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Davis throwing again on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said.